let's talk about Chappelle. Okay, how did you get hooked up?
Very awesome.
How did you get hooked up with Dave Chappelle?
Me and Dave Chappelle both from Washington D.C., so we were always colleagues. He lived in New York maybe 3 years before I moved to New York. But like a lot of people think that it was Dave Chappelle the reason I was on Chappelle's show, but his writing partner Neil Brennan was a fan of mine from auditions he saw me on in New York, and at the time I didn't know he was already like rich, and he wanted to like do this short film because he sold a lot of scripts, but nobody was greenlighting this project, so he wanted to direct. He didn't have a body of work, so he wrote this little short. He called my manager and asked me could I do it, and I'm like, this was like after I did HBO's The Corner, so I was feeling a little comfortable saying I was an actor. So I told him, I was like, I know you can't afford me, but if you're ever in a situation where you could throw me a bone, just do it. And like 6 months later, he told me he was working on the project. He didn't have a name for it, and then like a couple months after that, he said he's doing a Chappelle show. Would I be interested in being on it? I mean, but Dave knew my work. You know, he was a fan of mine, but it was really Neil Brennan was the reason I was on the Chappelle show.
Michael Jackson, man. Anybody see the memorial? Nobody saw the memorial? I was trying to watch, I was watching it, but knew I was gonna break down, so I was watching with a hoodie on and shit. I had Tim's on, and it was like the first time you heard somebody talk about Mike, it made him seem like a human being. Like the story Magic Johnson said, Magic Johnson was like, and I don't know who taught Magic Johnson how to read, talk, or anything. He did interviews and he'll say shit like, "in them." Yeah, I was with Mike and them up at Never Ranch. Magic Johnson said that he had dinner over at Mike's house. The chef brought Magic Johnson grilled chicken. And they said he brought Michael Jackson a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was so happy. I was like, I knew that nigga was a nigga, man. Because we forgot Mike was black, man. I didn't even know Mike knew that many black people until the memorial. I thought I was watching BET for about a half hour. I was like, I'm waiting for Spike Lee to come out here, man. But the part that really got me, I was trying to be tough. I was watching like, yo, I'm still a gangster. But the part that broke me down, man, it was the last like 35 seconds of the whole memorial. When his daughter grabbed the mic, I was trying to hold back. When she grabbed the mic, she was like, ah! That's why I knew she was really Michael Jackson's daughter right there. She said, ah! Ever since I was born. I was like, ah! Shit, I need a joint or something. Give me a shot. A Hennessy, man. Ever since I was born. Daddy! I was so fucking torn up after that. But then when you saw them on the stage, you didn't see black, white, or anything. Everybody's like, I don't know if those were Mike's biological kids. We know those are not Mike's kids. They look more like Madonna kids than anything. And when she turned around and Janet Jackson was right there, and Janet Jackson grabbed her, Janet Jackson was like, it's gonna be okay. I was saying to myself, damn, I wish that was Justin Timberlake right now, because he just ripped that shit off. I wanted to see a titty. I was like, do it for Michael Jackson, take it in the